Welcome guys to a new series of short videos that I'm going to be doing on this channel during the 2 weeks that I'm going to be taking off from my main schedule. I have a lot to get done for this channel going forward, and putting my regular schedule on hold was really the best way to do that. But I do want to get some content out for you guys, which is where this series comes in. It's going to be a series of short videos that are on a topic that I don't have to put as much thought into because I have been talking about it for many years. Not here, but in my real life. And that topic, if you couldn't tell from the video title, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Something that I have talked about quite a bit on this channel before, but not nearly as much as I would have liked. And I am still trying to find a spot in my regular schedule to do at least one Yu-Gi-Oh! Review a week. However, if you have seen any of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Reviews on this channel, you may have noticed that I've been focusing on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, giving the anime a wide berth, as well as the various sequel animes that were made later, without a manga series to guide them. For all the similarities between the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist manga and its adapted anime, the anime is really its own beast. While the supernatural elements of the story were a big deal in the manga, the anime took them to a completely different level. For example, in the manga, there are various types of shadow games ranging from very realistic and disturbing illusions to games that make the creatures from the game that the players are playing come to life for real that can cause huge strain on the players, to shadow games which can literally destroy a person's mind, body, or soul. But a lot of the larger scale magical feats and the more absurd of the super advanced technologies were introduced in filler arcs of the anime. And with the various sequel anime series being very obviously sequels to the anime rather than the manga, a lot of those themes carried over into those series as well. It makes treating the manga and the anime as if they're the same thing very difficult, and sometimes it's even more difficult for me to decide which one I like better. For the most part, I did enjoy the various sequel anime series. I thought most of them eventually got kind of absurd towards the end, but the newest one in particular, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, or Arc V, however you want to pronounce it, I'm really enjoying. But at the same time, the manga had simpler stories that were more tight and concise, and I do miss that as an aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! Storytelling. And since I don't have any plans at this point to review any of the anime series themselves, or any of the filler arcs of the anime adaptation to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist manga, the first few of these videos, not counting this introduction, are going to be brief overviews on my thoughts of the anime sequels, as well as the filler arcs of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. This will all culminate on Christmas Day with my thoughts and overview of the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, which is appropriate since that series is going to be hitting its climax on the same day. And then the following week's videos will be made up of the next 6 reviews of chapters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, to help me make up for lost time. Even if Yu-Gi-Oh! Really isn't your thing, I hope that you guys can find some enjoyment in these videos. One of the reasons that I talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Here is because I do think it is underappreciated, and I'd like to see more people give it a look. If just one of you watches this series and decides to take that chance, then I will consider this series of videos a success. But of course, if you give this series of videos a try and decide they're really not for you, I'm perfectly okay with that. For the rest of us though, all I can say is that the fun is just beginning.